Hoi hoi folks, good morning, good afternoon and good evening wherever you are in the world. My name's Sean, aka Uncle Frogface, and welcome to today's video. If you're new here, then welcome. If you're not new, then welcome back. I have just received something in the post. I'll just pick this up and show you. So we've got this Unleash Your Spooky Creativity with Culiau. So it's a little box that they've sent me, and since it is nearly Halloween and spooky season, I thought we'd have a look what's inside and maybe do some Halloweeny themed crafts. What do you say? First of all, let's have a look at actually what they have sent me. I'll turn the camera around and we can open up this box. Okay, unleashing spooky creativity. Let's have a look at what is in this box. I have a feeling I might know. Oh, okay. So this is very exciting. Let me open this package up. Okay, so we've got a lot of things in here, but the main part is, oh, dropping things on the floor, is this. So the box got a little bit crushed, but picking things up off the floor. But you may remember I was sent this. This is the Sticky Pal, and then I was told afterwards that this packaging that I've just pulled the label off, this is the prototype, basically. So I was sent a very early prototype copy, and now I believe that this, well, let me put this box to the side. This is the official box, so let's have a look. Yes, I believe it is. Look at that. There we go. That's a little bit more compact, isn't it? Let's open this up, and I can see we have our Sticky Pal, charging cable, and our glue sticks as well. Let me just check this has got charge on it. It does. Okay, right. So, new Sticky Pal. So that's the first item that we've got in this Halloween box. I've also got some little wooden pieces. These are adorable. Look, we've got a little cat down here. We've got that ghost is so cute. Pumpkin. Got a skull, the witch's hat. Oh, there's a little bat as well. Okay, so we've got little wooden pieces. These are super cute. In fact, let me show you a little bit closer. Look at those. Look how sweet they are. They're actually very cute. The cat and the pumpkin in particular, and the ghost. Oh, I love that ghost. That is so much fun. Okay, so we've got that. What else have we got in here? There's a few other bits. So we have got some orange glue sticks, and we have got some black glue sticks. So all very Halloweeny. And then what else have we got here? So it looks like we've got. Ooh, okay. I'll open up this one first. Sorry about all of the rustling. A lot of plastic wrapping. So we have got some silicone molds. There's a spider, a couple of pumpkins, a ghost, spider's web, a bat, and a witch on a broom as well. So some molds. We can do some glue molding in those. And then down here it looks like stencils. The kind of stencils you might use over a coffee. Let's have a look. So, well, there's a castle. There's a witch on a broom. There is a spooky graveyard. Spider's web. These are actually really nice stencils. Another pumpkin and some bats. It's freaking bats. The bats are really cute. Okay, right. So, I've actually got quite a few little bits here, and I want to start by trying this little rubber silicone mold out. So for those of you who haven't seen the Sticky Pal, let's pop this out here. This is a battery powered, so it's a battery powered glue gun that's more like a glue pen. And rather than kind of squeezing, you express the glue kind of by pushing it up like this. I actually find it quite easy to use, and I feel like some people might have difficulty with this when you first try, but a little bit of practice really does go a long way. But yeah, basically you put the glue in here, let it heat up, and then when you push like this, the glue comes out the end. So I think I want to start with a pumpkin, and to do that I am going to use some orange glue. So first thing, I'm going to turn this on. This heats up in 30 seconds. It is super quick. I'm going to pop this in here, and that is loaded in, and that's already quite hot. And can you see that's starting to come out already? So I've got some extra glue as well. There we go. Right, and should we start with, let's do this one. This one looks cute. And I'm just gonna fill up the mould, taking care to go around the eyes. And then fill this in. This is so weird. One of the things that I like about the Sticky Pal, which probably isn't helping this particular craft, is that the nozzle is really fine, so it's really good for detail work. Okay, this has dried, so let's just have a quick check and see how this is done. Okay, not too bad. I've definitely missed some spots in here. I think I need to be a little bit more careful when I first start putting it in. But actually, you can see, look, you know, the craft works. I just need a little more practice doing it. In fact, shall I, and these silicone molds, they come off super easy as well. Shall I try this one as well? I feel like what I need to do is get the nozzle right down close inside and then squeeze, so we're filling up all of the gaps. Let me try that. I'm going to try this one instead, and I'll come back and we'll see if I can do any better. Okay, so I'm just charging this a little bit because it came with a little bit of charge, but not a huge amount. And it was starting to run out of charge. So let's see how we did with this. I feel like with more charge, it might be better. But you know, it's the first time I'm trying this, so it's a learning experience. Okay, that's better. That is, I mean, it's better than that one. I've got two very scary looking pumpkins here. But yeah, it is working. And actually, the mold itself is a really nice mold. I kind of want to try the bat and the ghost just because, you know, just because that's what I want to do. I have a craft in mind that I want to do. We've got two different types of pumpkins there. Yeah, I have a craft in mind that I want to do. It's not going to be using these, although these are just fun to decorate the desk with. But I need to see whether I've got what I need for this. First thing I need is some cardboard, and then I'm also going to need some tea light candles as well. So I'm going to let this charge. I am going to see if I can find what I need. I'm also going to pick out a cup of tea for my tea review for today. So we've got Bonfire Toffee, delicately smoked black tea with a caramel and apple twist. Kind of sounds appropriate for a Halloweeny video. So I'm going to let this charge. I will come back when I've hopefully found everything that I need to be able to do the craft that I want to do. And I will see you in just a moment. Okay, right. I have my cup of tea over here brewing away nicely. It smells gorgeous. It smells very cinnamony. It's very... Oh yeah, I can smell some toffee in there as well, and some apple. It smells really lovely. And I do have everything that I need to do the project that I wanted to do. So first thing is just some scrap cardboard. So as you can see, not advertising, but yeah, this particular company sells lots of, sends their stuff out in cardboard packaging, which I always keep to recycle. In fact, I've got a stack of different cardboard. But this is the bit I wanted to make sure I had. This is an electric tea light candle. If I pull that little tab out, turn it on, there we go, we get a little flickering light on the top of there. So that's what I want. And basically what I'm going to be doing is creating a tall candle with this as a decoration. So first thing I need to do is measure the circumference of this. So this is exactly 12 centimeters. So that means the piece of cardboard that I need to cut out needs to be more than 12 centimeters wide. So I'm going to open up this first of all. There we go. I think a piece of this back part will probably do us. So let's use this ruler today and get a nice straight section. You see all of the numbers are coming off it, where this has been well loved. That's what we'll call it. It's a well loved ruler. So let's find a pencil. I'm just gonna. So that's where it needs to go to, 12. And in fact, I'm going to give it an extra 3 centimeters and go to 15. But I'm going to mark where 12 is. Okay, so I've drawn out my piece, and I've also marked this, which is going to be our crossover section to be glued. Now I just have to. Okay, so now I've got this piece. I want to gently bend it round. I don't really want to crease it. I just want to bend it as gently as I can. Essentially, we're going to get this to wrap over like this to create a tube. Stick this into place using our Sticky Pal, and then the candle will go in the end like this. There we go. So you see what we're going for here. So that's what we're going to try to do. Should be fairly simple. In fact, let's get this glued into place already, just so that we've got the top in the right position. We'll turn this on. There we go. You can see I'm using the black glue here, and then I want to get this bottom all glued into place as well, right the way down this edge. Right, so now we have this tube, which I'm going to spend a little time just smoothing out with my fingers, but you can see the candle pressure fits nicely into the top of this. Now what you can do is make it a little bit oversized, take an extra piece of cardboard and make another loop to go inside and sit it down so the candle sits on top of it. But with this one, we don't need to do that because it's a nice pressure fit there. So we've lucked out on this one. We don't have to do the extra work. Now, I know what you're thinking. This doesn't look particularly impressive, and you're right, because at the moment it is literally just a tube. I'm going to stick a candle in the top. But we can do two things to make this look more impressive, and we'll be able to cover up this seam at the back as well. I want to turn this into almost like a little jack-o'-lantern candle, so I need to draw a face on the front of this, and we're going to turn it into as if it's been dripping and it's all melty. So we're going to use the Sticky Pal along the top of this to create all of our drips. We're going to have one long drip that comes right down the back, and then that means that we are, essentially covering that bit there. We'll get a bit of a firmer base as well with an extra trick that I'm going to show you. First though, I need to draw a face on this. Okay, so now I've got my face drawn on here, and I also have this turned on. It doesn't really matter what colour I use for this, so I've just got a bunch of these lined up ready to go, because this is all going to be painted a lovely candle white to match the tea light that we've got. If you've got different colour tea lights, feel free to colour your candle in different colours. I know they come in orange and black and all sorts, so make it Halloweeny, make it your own. In fact, if you want to paint this as well, you can. Just mask off the actual flame section. I'm just going to have a little sip of this tea to see what it's like. Ooh, that is nice. That is very, very autumnal. Very, very good indeed. Right, so now I'm going to use this like a pen. I'm going to go round and blob some of this around where I've got this face drawn. I want it to look like it's all melted wax, and I'm going to give it a couple of drips as well. You see, just like this. So I'm going to do that on both sides for the eyes. So we are making it nice and blobby as well. And if we can get some natural drips happening, even better. We'll come to other drips when we do the drips on top. And I think I need to put in a new, let's go for a white this time. You'll see it takes a while to change, but the good thing about this is that because of the size of the nozzle, you can actually get more detail in here than you would expect. I think I do want more drippy bits on the mouth. I want it to look a little bit more grotesque. Maybe bring the smile up, right up there. I want it to almost look like it's got these drippy teeth. So for that, I'm just going to put a blob and let it drip down. There we go. And maybe another one here, another one here. And do one down there. Maybe bring this one down even further. There we go. Excellent. Maybe have a little drippy drop there. And maybe one from here as well. There we go. So that's our face done. We now need to do the top of the candle to make it look like it's all dripping down. So I'm going to load another cartridge in. And for this, I'm literally just going to go around and do some really hot blobs like this. Now for this back section, I'm going to run some all the way down so it looks like we've got a big drip, which is going to work for what I'm going to do for the base of this as well, just to make it stand a little easier. I'm going to go cover up that as much as we can. And at the top I want to make it look like it's dripped down, so big blobbies. There we are. Now I'm just going to carry on going around the top like this and making it look like a melted candle at the top. Okay, so this is our little haunted candle so far, and now I want to give a little bit more stability to the bottom. The way I'm going to do that is we've got this long drip down the bottom. I want to make a little pool of wax. So I've just got some parchment paper down here, which hot glue does not stick to. And I'm literally just going to come in and blob a load round the bottom like this and let it really sit there like a big puddle of wax, and then let that all dry out. Now it will all stick, and just give this all a little bit more stability, and also a little bit more character as well. And come around this side. You see I've pulled up some of the edges around here. There we go. So once I've got all of my melted wax down the bottom that I want, all that's left really is a bit of painting. So I'm going to let this dry. I'm going to paint this up, and I'll come back with a final reveal of this little Halloween decoration prop. This honestly costs very little to make, just some hot glue and some paper and card and an electric candle. Okay, so as you can see from the mess on my hands, I've finished painting. Are you ready to see? Hasn't got the electric candle in the top yet, that's still over here, but here we are. This is our little demon candle. So I'm going to take some beauty shots at the end so you can see him all lit up with his proper candle in the top as well. Before I do that though, before I wrap up, I just wanted to come back to these little pumpkins that I made. See, I've only got one of them over here, because whilst I was messing around, I came up with another little craft to do, just a little side thing. So I made this little party invitation. You see I've just folded up a piece of paper. I used some of the stencils for the bats on here, and then we've got an invitation to Dr. Acula, and then at the back I've used a little bit of ribbon and the pumpkin just to make a little seal for this invitation. So I just thought, if anyone's having a Halloween party and you want to send out fancy invitations, probably not just a piece of folded paper, then this would be a really fun way to seal them up and do something a little bit extra special. And you could do the bats or the witches or whatever. So yeah, that's just a little something extra that I wanted to show you. But for now, that is everything done. I'm really enjoying the Sticky Pal. It is a very useful tool, as you can see. I want to take it outside and use it for some crafts as well. That'll be in the future. So I'm going to go and take some shots of this for the very end. But as always, I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. And until next time, goodbye.